Hello, and welcome to Learn English with Mary and Sam. I'm Mary.
And I'm Sam. Today's episode is all about mastering comparatives and superlatives in English. These are essential tools for describing differences and extremes, whether you're talking about people, places, things, or actions.
Maybe you've wondered when to say bigger or more beautiful, or you've heard phrases like the most interesting and the best and weren't sure how to use them. Comparatives and superlatives help you compare two things or talk about the highest or lowest degree of something in a group.
We'll break down the rules, give you lots of examples, highlight common mistakes, and help you use these forms confidently in your daily English.
Let's start with the basics. Comparative adjectives are used to compare two people, places, or things. They show that one has more or less of a quality than the other.
For example, my car is faster than yours. This book is more interesting than that one.
Superlative adjectives are used when you compare three or more things. They show that one thing has the highest or lowest degree of equality.
For example, Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. She is the most talented player on the team.
The way you form comparatives and superlatives depends on the number of syllables in the adjective.
For most one-syllable adjectives, add for the comparative and est for the superlative. Tall, taller, tallest. Big, bigger, biggest. Fast, faster, fastest.
If the adjective ends with a single vowel plus single consonant, double the consonant before adding or est. Hot, hotter, hottest. Thin, thinner, thinnest.
For adjectives ending in y, change the y to I and add or est. Happy, happier, happiest. Busy, busier, busiest.
For other two-syllable adjectives, you can use more, most, or sometimes, or est. If you're not sure, use more or most. Careful, more careful, most careful. Simple, simpler, simplest, or more simple. Most simple both are possible, but simpler, simplest is more common.
For adjectives with three or more syllables, use more for the comparative and most for the superlative. Important, more important, most important. Expensive, more expensive, most expensive.
Some adjectives are irregular and don't follow the normal rules. Here are the most common ones: good, better, best; bad, worse, worst; far, farther, further, farthest, furthest; little, less, least; much or many, more, most.
You just have to memorize these forms.
To show that something has a lower degree of equality, use less comparative and least superlative. This book is less interesting than that one. He is the least experienced member of the team.
You can use less and least with adjectives of any length.
Many adverbs also have comparative and superlative forms. Fast, faster, fastest; early, earlier, earliest.
For adverbs ending in lie, use more and most. Quickly, more quickly, most quickly. Quietly, more quietly, most quietly.
Here are some common patterns for comparatives. Noun plus verb plus comparative adjective plus than plus noun. My house is bigger than yours. Noun plus verb plus less plus adjective plus than plus noun. This test is less difficult than the last one.
Noun plus verb plus the plus superlative adjective plus noun. She is the smartest student in the class. Noun plus verb plus the least plus adjective plus noun. This is the least expensive option.
You can also use adverbs like much, a lot, or a bit before comparatives to show degree. He's much taller than his brother. This car is a bit more comfortable than that one.
You can also compare actions using comparative and superlative adverbs. She runs faster than I do. He speaks more quietly than his boss. Of all the students, Maria writes the most neatly.
You can use not as for negative comparisons. This movie isn't as exciting as the last one. My bag isn't as heavy as yours.
And you can use as for equal comparisons. She is as tall as her brother. This exam was as difficult as the last one.
Let's talk about some common mistakes learners make. Double comparatives / superlatives. Incorrect, more taller, most fastest. Correct, taller, fastest. Using comparatives for groups. Incorrect, he is the happier student in the class. Correct, he is the happiest student in the class. Forgetting the with superlatives. Incorrect, she is smartest in the group. Correct, she is the smartest in the group. Using than with superlatives. Incorrect, this is the best than all. Correct, this is the best of all. Using least before comparatives or superlatives. Incorrect, the least smartest. Correct, the least smart.
Always use only one form of comparison at a time, and remember to include all parts of the comparison for clarity.
Let's look at some real-life dialogues. Which laptop should I buy, Sam?
I think this one is lighter and more powerful than that one.
But the other one is less expensive.
What's the best movie you've ever seen?
I think The Shawshank Redemption is the most inspiring film I've ever watched. Who finished the race fastest?
John did. He ran faster than everyone else. Try answering these questions using comparatives and superlatives. Who is the tallest person in your family? Which is more difficult for you, speaking or writing in English? What's the most beautiful place you've visited? Is your city bigger or smaller than the capital city? Who is the friendliest person you know?
In English-speaking cultures, people often use comparatives and superlatives in everyday conversation, talking about food, travel, sports, and more.
You'll also hear them in advertising: the fastest car, the most comfortable mattress, better value, and so on.
For extra practice, write 5 sentences comparing things or people you know. Try to use a mix of one-syllable, two-syllable, and longer adjectives. Then write 3 sentences using superlatives to describe the best, worst, or most interesting things in your life.
Let's recap. Use comparatives to compare 2 things. Use superlatives for 3 or more. For one-syllable adjectives, add or est. For longer adjectives, use more or most. Watch out for irregular forms like better, best, worse, worst. Avoid double comparatives and always use the with superlatives. Use less least for negative comparisons and as for equal comparisons.
Thank you for joining us on Learn English with Mary and Sam. We hope you feel more confident using comparatives and superlatives in English.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our channel and like the video. Your support helps us reach more learners around the world.
Share your own comparison sentences or questions in the comments. What's the most difficult comparison for you?
Stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll explore more practical English for daily life and conversation.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep comparing, and keep learning.